since I posted a video here. I don't know, it's just been so gloomy in Hyderabad and I have just not been uh, feeling myself, and I don't know, it just wasn't the right time to be doing anything productive. I think it was just a time to be lazy, and I've been spending my days just watching something on YouTube or watching a new show. I think I've watched like about 6 to 7 shows in the past 1 week at least. So yeah, I've been vlogging just bits and pieces here and there, but I've not been filming actively. It was only today that I wore makeup after like a week. I actually did this makeup look on my Instagram, and I tried to recreate the Selena Gomez makeup look that she posted on her Instagram, and I think it really went viral and I really loved it, so I wanted to recreate it. I created it on my Instagram stories, so if you're not following me on Instagram, do go and check me out. And it's on my new Instagram account, which is totally dedicated to beauty content. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a huge makeup haul. I would say it's a collective haul. I've bought a lot of things in the past couple of months. I actually ordered a bunch of things in the last couple of months, but you know, a lot of products took longer to be delivered, so which is why I did not film this video. And you know, gathering new makeup and just keeping it there was, I don't know, I wanted to film this video, which is why I wasn't showing any of the products on my other videos. So yeah, finally they're all here, whatever I was waiting for. So I thought I'll film this video today. So I have a bunch of high-end, like it's like so bougie for me. I'm like, wow, did I just purchase this? Because some of the products that I bought are cult favorites, and I'm just glad that I did get my hands on them. And most of these that you will see, I've actually bought on certain discounts. And yeah, so whenever I feel like, you know, I keep looking at these products on different websites, and whenever I feel like there's a good deal, then I just purchase them. So I would probably never pay full price for, you know, any of the international brands, because I feel like you already pay so much for shipping, or if you have to pay for shipping, you can avoid it once you make a big bill, right? But if you're going to pay for customs, you might as well buy something for at a deal price or at a discounted price, so that you know whatever you're paying for afterwards is like, you know, comes down to like the full price of the product. So yeah, I try and look for deals. And if you follow me on Instagram, I will be posting such deals more on my stories. Yeah, so let's just get started. So I'm going to be starting off with eyeshadow palettes first. I have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes that I've ordered. I was feeling very I don't know, creative, or I don't know, I feel like I want to create more eye looks, and I want to like get better at my eye makeup. And I'm not saying that you have to have really good palettes to get good at eye makeup, but I wanted to buy them for a long time, so I just did. So the first palette that I have, so the first palette that I want to show you is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. This is what the outer packaging looks like. It's got a black unicarton or box, and it's got gold, you know, what do you call it? Gold font and gold lettering on it, and I think it looks so gorgeous. It's not completely matte, but it's a little glossy. The touch feels glossy, but the look of it is not shiny. So I have been wanting this palette for so long. Since the time I got to know the brand Natasha Denona, it was through this palette. I mean the gold palette. And my first palette that I bought from Natasha Denona was the bronze palette, which was about 60 pounds or something, or 65 US dollars or something, but I bought it from Cult Beauty. But I bought it because I thought it was a good way to start with an ND palette. I still have it. I haven't used it much, but I should be, right? So yeah, that was my first palette, but I already had my eyes on this one, but I thought it was way too expensive for me around that time, so I did not buy it. But this is what the inner packaging looks like. These are what the shades look like. I think they are so stunning. I think I would definitely be using this probably when I get married, or if I have to do someone's look for their wedding. This is one of her bigger palettes. This is one of my first big palettes from Natasha Denona, and this is one of her older packaging. I will show you what her new packaging is. The bronze palette is one of her new packaging as well. These are the shades. There's one shadow which came in cracked, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's nobody's fault. I mean, it happens. So I'm just gonna fix that with an alcohol. So yeah, isn't this gorgeous? I mean, it is so beautiful. I am in love with it. Like I said, I'm so in love with it that it is a palette that I will use when I'm getting married. So yeah, that's the first palette that I bought. I bought it off of the Natasha Denona website. I mean, I bought it from International Skincare and Makeup, but I went to Natasha Denona's site and I realized that there were these sets. So there were two palettes for a discounted price. So I asked her how much it would cost me, and if you find any deals like that, you can always reach out to her and she'd be really helpful to order them for you. But the other palette that I got along with the gold palette is the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. This is what the outer packaging looks like. It comes in a very nice orange, shiny, kind of reflective unicarton with this white lettering. I don't know if you can see it. Let's just open this. I think the Sunset palette is just as gorgeous as the gold palette. This is what the inner packaging looks like. I think it is so stunning. It's got a leather finish. Even the other one is a leather finish, but it's more reflective. This one's not so reflective. It's got like a matte finish on it. And these are what the shades look like. Yeah, these are what the shades look like. Oh god, it is so stunning. I absolutely love it. If you want to see pictures of the palette, you can check out my Instagram. I got these two palettes from the Natasha Denona website. I mean, International Skincare and Makeup actually ordered it for me from the Natasha Denona site, and I think both of them they are in a set on Natasha Denona site. I mean, if you go to her site, you'll see a lot of sets, a lot of value sets that you can check out, and I think they were for $200 for both. Each one actually retails for about $129, but which is almost about $260, but it was for about $200, and there was a further discount. I asked her to order it. Those are my first two palettes. Those are my two palettes that I got from Natasha Denona. The next palette that I want to talk about is also from Natasha Denona. It is the Circiloco palette from Natasha Denona. Like I said, I was feeling a little more creative. I wanted to create more eye looks, and I was like, okay, let me see. And this is what the inner packaging looks like. So this is one of her upgraded packaging, which comes in like a plastic, or yeah, it is plastic, it's not metal. And so the other one is almost like a book, and it just opens like that, and it's magnetic. If you see here, you can see the magnets, and it just sticks like that. You have this plastic film that has the shades written on it. So this is one of her older packagings, and I think a lot of her old palettes come in this. A lot of her midi-size palettes come in this upgraded packaging. I don't think her midi-sized palettes come in the old packaging, because the midi-sized palettes were launched after the upgraded packaging happened. And the good thing about these is that you can pop these pans out. They are customizable palettes, so you can pop these pans out and put some other pans in with this. But that is not possible with this, I think. Yeah, it's not. So yeah, these are rearrangeable palettes, and if you run out of any of these, then you can just replace them. Let me show you what the colors are. This is what the palette looks like, and these are the shades. I think it's so stunning. Yeah, so I think this is a mix of creamy mattes and creamy metallic shades. So yeah, I mean, there's a purple matte, there's a peach matte, there's a light pink matte here, and I think all of them look stunning. This one isn't a matte, it's almost like a satiny finish. Absolutely love it. And I think the color story is pretty good, but everything is, you could rearrange it and work with it. The teals are like really speaking to me, so I would really want to create a look with that. You can really create a very subtle look with it as well, but on the whole it's very fun and colorful. I more like a fun palette rather than a bold palette. This is one of the palettes that I got from Natasha Denona, and yeah, absolutely love it. I got this one from Nashwa Beauty. I will link the official sites as well as the Instagram pages that I usually buy from. So you can, if you are in India, you can always reach out to these Instagram pages. And if you're not in India, you can always check out the links that I have below. Just want to be helpful to everyone. But yeah, so this palette I got from Nashwa Beauty, and I think it was ordered from Cult Beauty. I could have ordered it by myself, but I asked her how much it would cost, and she told me, and it was easier. So I just told her, yeah, please order it for me. I could have ordered it myself on Cult Beauty, which I generally prefer. If it's on Cult Beauty, I would like to order it myself. But if it's on Cult Beauty, I generally like to take advantage of the DHL priority tracking delivery, for which you have to pay £36 if your order is below £130. So I always like to spend more than £130 on Cult Beauty so that I can take advantage of the DHL tracking shipping, so that I don't have to pay for it. I don't utilize the DHL priority tracking, then it goes through post, as in regular postal services, not even speed post, and sometimes it just comes to the post office. And the last time it happened to me, it took about 40 days or more than that actually, and I had to go to the post office and collect it, and the condition of the package was so terrible and I wouldn't want that. The palette, so those are the three palettes that I got from Natasha Denona. The next palette that I ordered is this Huda Beauty Toffee Brown palette. Huda Beauty's Brown Obsessions line came out. I was like, wow, these pictures look amazing and all of that. When I took a closer look at the shades, I felt like there was a lot of overlap. Not that I have all of Huda Beauty's palettes, but it just felt like there were a lot of overlaps with her previous palettes. It always seems like that with her releases. But then when I was like, okay, if I want one, then I definitely want this one. This is a Toffee Brown palette, and this is what the outer packaging looks like. Let me just open this for you. And these are the shades. I think it looks stunning, and I was really impressed by it because after it arrived actually, because it looks so much better in person. I think I really love this mustard shade and this brown shade, and even the shimmers have like different textures. I think they are different, like these two are like glitters and these two are shimmers. I got this one for dirt cheap actually. Huda Beauty official site was on a sale about 30% off or something, and most of her latest releases, I think this was just before she launched the glowish range, right? So just before someone launches something, so they put their previous launches on sale or something, and I noticed that it was on sale. So I asked Nashwa Beauty that, you know, how much would it cost, and I think she said 2,200 or something. It's like, it is so stunning. So that's my next eyeshadow palette. So the next eyeshadow palette that I want to talk about, I've had it, or the next palette, let's just call it a palette. I'm not going to call it an eyeshadow palette because that's not how it's marketed. So the next palette that I want to talk about, I have had it for a while. I actually ordered it around May and I haven't used it, and I don't know, I just wanted to make a dedicated video, and since I haven't used it yet, so I wanted to include it in this haul. It is the Hindash Beautopsy. It is the Hindash Beautopsy palette, and it's not an eye palette, it's an all-in-one palette. That's how it is marketed, and I think it is because coming from an artist like Hindash, I think it should be, and I'm going to be definitely want to create a dedicated video with this one. This is what the packaging looks like. It comes in a very nice cardboard package, and these are the shades. They're like these gradient shades, like one shade transitions into another. All of them are matte shades, and you know, they are multi-purpose pigments, and you know, you can use them for eyes, you can use them to contour, you can use them as blush, you can use one shade as powder, whatever suits your complexion. And I think it's a very versatile palette, and going forward, when I start using this, I mean, it's too gorgeous to even touch. So when I start using this, I think probably this will be my go-to everyday kind of palette. Absolutely love it. So this is from Hindash. I think it retails for about $75. I think during Eid I saw on Hindash's stories that this palette was on sale, so I got this on a 25% off, and I got it shipped from Dubai. I think, after, I think around April or something, because my brother lives there. So I wanted to go to Dubai. I thought I won't buy it, I'll buy it when I go to Dubai. When he first launched it, I thought I'll go to Dubai and buy it there. What didn't happen. So I didn't feel like buying it online. So, but when I saw it was on sale, I just had to buy it. So yeah, this is one of the palettes. And I realized that it was shipped to me from Dubai. But I paid in dollars, and the customs or duties on this were very, very minimal. I think for about I don't know, they were very minimal. I think it was about 10% or something. So because probably it was coming from Dubai. So that is my next palette. This is the outer packaging. It's just a cardboard box and very minimal. And if you watch his videos and if you've seen him, you know his style. He's pretty minimal, but also very creative. I don't know how to describe it. Very classy, but creative. I love his videos. I love his style. Believe me, I have more palettes to show you. Like I already said, I was feeling a little creative, not a little, I think a lot, because I went ahead and bought this Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette. It is a little too bulky for my liking. It's too huge. I didn't think it was this huge. I thought it would be a little like a 1 inch smaller or something, because the pans on this are big, like they are big. This is a very nice colorful palette. I don't have a lot of color in my collection of palettes, so which is why I thought, okay, one palette with colors would do. Honestly, I would say that after I saw the colors or the texture on this, I feel like it's really, really nice. I used to have one colorful palette from Morphe. I think it was the holiday collection palette. It was called 39L Hit the Lights or something, and I have a friend who's like pretty younger to me, and I thought that, oh well, I'm not young, so I'll probably just give it to her. So I gave it to her. But then I feel like these shades or these textures are really different. Like when I looked at it, I was like, oh, these mattes are really, really creamy and nice compared to the Morphe one. Morphe one, I felt like there was a lot of kickback and I was not a fan, which is why I got myself this palette. I think it looks stunning. I got this off of Beauty Bay. It's actually a Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette. This a long time ago, and it just arrived today, and it was at the post office and I had to go and collect it there. This is the next palette, so unlike me, but never say never, right? I hope those are all my palettes. I hope so. Since I was talking about the Beauty Bay palette, I'm gonna finish off the orders that I got from Beauty Bay. I did not order a lot of stuff from Beauty Bay except for that palette. I think I got it for about 2,200 rupees, the palette. I've been hearing a lot about the BH Cosmetics brushes. I've been hearing about them a lot for quite some time, but then a lot of Indian YouTubers or a lot of Indian creators have been talking about this, so which is why I wanted to try them. So I bought this BH Cosmetics brush 5 pointed crease brush. If you guys follow Akanksha Komirelli, she always uses this brush to blend out her first transition shade or whatever. It's got a very nice smooth finish. It is a synthetic brush, so whenever I see Akanksha Komirelli blending her eyeshadow, I always like, I need that brush. So I just texted her saying that, hey, I always forget to ask you, but can you tell me what brush that is? And then she said that this is the BH Cosmetics 5 Pro Pointed Crease brush. Another very interesting brush from BH Cosmetics, it's this one. It's a very I actually use this here to create this pink gradient. So this is the BH Cosmetics V9 Precision brush. Absolutely love it. It's got this nice, very shiny, silvery body. I think it's a very unique brush in my collection. I don't have anything of this shape or of this density rather. So I mean, it's like a pencil brush, but it's more thin. I have another pencil brush which is much more like broader. So this one's almost like this. I've put some cream on this, which is why it looks so different. Yeah, I'm happy that I have this in my collection. Also, I also got one of these 7-piece eye brush set from BH Cosmetics. Well, it comes in this plastic packaging, and these are what the brushes look like. We have a big blending brush, or a smaller blending brush, some an angular what is this, angular eyeliner brush, and a defining pencil brush. And I feel like I've just been trying to expand my brush collection, because sometimes I just need like a clean brush and I don't have it. So if I have some spare brushes which are not so expensive, I thought it would be nice to have. I think the brushes are good. I mean, they're well rated, people love them. So I've never tried anything from BH Cosmetics, which is why I wanted to try them out, and they're not so heavy on the pocket. So I thought, okay, it's good to have something like this. Those are all the things that I got from Beauty Bay, but I made one odd order as well, which is not from anywhere else. So I bought these Rephr brushes. So Rephr brushes were actually something that started off as a community community startup kind of thing, where they started creating these brushes and they would send you something in return for a review. And then they really got popular and a lot of people rave about them, and I would totally understand why, because these are made in Japan, and Japan is really known for natural hair brushes. A lot of other brands, like I think Huda, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but Michelle Wong always raves about Japanese made brushes. These is that they are natural hair, goat hair brushes, but despite being goat hair, they are cruelty free. This is the 01 blending brush. I mean, it looks so classic. This was a little expensive, the whole set was a little expensive, but I got it for an off. I think there was about 30% off on both the sets. So this is one of the brushes. I will do a dedicated video about these brushes probably next week or something. I will post that video, but let me just show you. This is so I don't know, so luxurious. It's got this little text here as well. It's not embossed, so what do you call this, like a grooved text kind of thing. It says Japan, and this is the 01 blending brush. I absolutely love this brush. I think it's like the one that I showed from BH Cosmetics, but this is still a little more broader than that one. It's the number 27 blending brush. I think it looks so nice, and I feel like they're just so soft, and this is my first time ever trying out natural hair brushes. I think Charlotte Tilbury used to do natural hair brushes, because I have her brushes, but the ones that I have, because I bought them only last year, are not. She has completely moved all of her brushes to synthetic, and so is with MAC. So all the brushes that I have from MAC are also synthetic brushes. But it reminds me of this Zoeva brush that I used today actually, which is why it's pretty dirty, but the shape, I think it's pretty similar, but this one's a lot more softer. Next things that I got are these YSL slim matte lipsticks. My Pat McGrath lipsticks, I thought they were the most luxurious until I got my hands on these. I think they are so gorgeous. Would you look at that? I think the packaging is so stunning, and the lipstick as well. And this one smells like roses. I'm not even kidding you, it smells like roses. It is something that I would probably wear my wedding. I keep talking about it as if I'm getting married tomorrow or next week, but I really don't know when I will get married. The number 9, it's called Red Enigma, and this is number 18, it's called Red Reverse. I think this is more of like a maroony red, and the other one was like more like a cool toned red. What the Dior Mineral Nude Matte. If you guys have seen, I broke my Charlotte Tilbury powder, and ever since I broke it, I think it was the beginning of this year. I think it was March. Since that day, I was like, oh, I need to invest in a good powder since I broke this, and I think I deserve it. So since then, I've been wanting to get this one. Is what it comes in. The Dior matte doesn't come in this velvet pouch, but it looks like it's jewelry or something. This is what the inner packaging looks like. Let me just pop this for you, and this is what it looks like on the inside. It is gorgeous. It is available on Nykaa, and actually got this one on Nykaa. I think it was out of stock for a long time, so I put it on a notify me whatever. And so yeah, that is one of the products that I bought. I've not used it yet. I also got my hands on this La Roche Posay sunscreen. It's called the Fluid Invisible Ultra Protection Sunscreen, and I really tried this out today, and it was really nice. And yeah, that is what it looks like. I really like that it's a very thin lotion, and it just blends into your skin, and it just gives you that dewy finish. I will show it to you in one of my videos when I do my morning routine or something, because I was using my Neutrogena one, and that's kind of like a thick consistency. It does you know, blend completely into your skin, and there's no white cast later on, but as soon as you apply it, it's there for around at least half an hour. So and it's a lot of work to do, but this one blends like a dream, and I'm glad I bought this. I bought this from Nashwa Beauty. I think it was for about 2000 rupees or something. La Roche-Posay used to retail on Nykaa, but they don't anymore, which is sad for whatever reasons, but it is a good brand. I think Coralista, Ankita always recommends this, and I really need I really need SPF in my life. And last bunch of things that I got are from Fenty Beauty, and the one thing that I've been so excited about, or you know, when it first released, I was excited about it. Then I was like, nah, I don't need it in my life. And then I was like, oh yeah, it is really nice. Then I heard the reviews, and I was like, oh yeah, I need it in my life. It is the Fenty Ease Drops. It's a light to medium coverage skin tint, you could call it, like your MAC face and body or your Dior face and body. I was expecting it to be just like one of them, and I was not wrong. Absolutely love it, but I was a little disappointed with the size. I mean, it's just like that much. That's how much it is. So I have my Dior here. Oh, that's odd, because I think I feel odd because it's way too thin, and this one's more rounded. Wow, this one feels small now. What? That is not cool. Anyway, I was a little disappointed when I saw it. I was like, it's so tiny and so whatever. But anyway, I think it does have 32 ml. Let's see how much this has. This is, of course, this is 50 ml. So yeah, definitely different, because this is bigger, and it feels very light and like very flimsy. I mean, of course the prices differ like vastly, but yeah, this is the Fenty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. It's written on the back, so I'm going to be reviewing this on my channel pretty soon. This is generally how all of the skin tints are, like even the MAC face and body. Your face and body also comes in this kind of is ugly right now because I used it today. And anyway, so yeah, so this is what I got this in the shade 18. So if you go to Fenty Beauty's Instagram or their website, you will see that they have these highlights there which has the shades listed. They don't have like 40 shades in this. They have, I think, 25 shades. Have this comparison with their own foundation. So since I have used Fenty foundation before, it was easy for me to find a match. So my foundation shade in Fenty was 370, which actually matched with anywhere between 16, but 370 was a little light on me, and I used to use it with like other tanning, you know, other contouring products and all that. So I was like, it's a skin tint, so it has to be closer to my skin tone. So when I was talking to Nashwa Beauty and I told her that she said 16 was out of stock, 17 was out of stock. I was like, oh yeah, 18 also should work, which I think was a great deal. If you're using a foundation, it might work if you are using one shade lighter, because you could use it at the centers where you want to brighten your face and all of that. But a skin tone where you want to just have like a thin film of coverage on your face, you might want to actually go for like a perfect color, which I'm glad I did. I got this in the shade 18. So if you are MAC NC45 or if you're Fenty 370, then you can definitely get this. I got this, I think, on a sale. Fenty Beauty was on a sale. I don't remember the exact price because I bought a bunch of things together. And then I also got myself the Fenty Beauty Concealer. This is the original concealer that was released after the Pro Filter foundation. I mean, this is the Pro Filter concealer. This is what the inner packaging looks like. Very Fenty like frost packaging, and this has 8 ml. Let's compare this with the NARS one. Yeah, I have my NARS one here. It's very small. I think the bottle is the same, but the cap or whatever is smaller. And this one's a little too thin. This one's more rounded and nice. And this one has about 6 ml of product, and it lasts me like forever. This one actually has 8 ml of product. I really like the doe foot because it's very nice and thin. I like it. This is a very old product, so there are a lot of reviews of it online. I watched a lot of reviews and people are very divided on their opinion of this. I like how they are on their opinion of the foundation. I personally love the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. Only thing I had a problem with was the pump and like blah 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 whatever, and I had to throw it away afterwards because I feel like I didn't get most use out of it. But yeah, I'm excited to use this. I feel like I've not been using any different kind of concealers. In my videos, I always use the NARS or the MAC. So I'm like, okay, let me invest in some concealer. So I thought I'll invest in the Fenty one. Love it. It looks so cute. So I feel like Fenty Beauty does really good brushes. I have one foundation brush from them, but I always feel like they do really good brushes, and I've seen a lot of videos where people talk about their brushes and I feel like they're pretty underrated. So I got myself the Fenty Beauty concealer brush. This is the 180 concealer brush. It looks so cute. It's a nice pale pink. I have the foundation brush, but I have the foundation brush from them. This is a little heavy, but this one feels really nice and light. Different from the regular concealer brush that I use. This is one of my favorites. This is a very nice rounded concealer brush, but this one's like flat. So but it is kind of tapered. Like if you look at it here, it's kind of like wedged actually. This is flat, but this is wedged, whereas this is like completely rounded. And yeah, that's pretty dirty. I touched it. Anyway, I'm gonna cleanse all my brushes today. So I love this brush. I think I spent 1900 rupees and it's worth every penny. I use it every single time. I must have used it about like 1,000 times by now. Lovely brush. I've washed it a million times. Great. I've heard great things about Smashbox brushes as well, but yeah, this is one brush that I got. I will not lengthen this video anymore. Last thing that I got is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Cream, and this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Cream. So Gloss Bomb Cream is, the Gloss Bomb is just like gloss with glitter. They have different iridescent shades in that, but the Gloss Bomb Cream is just like a gloss, but it's more pigmented and it's like one shade. There's no glitter in this. So I got this in the shade Cookie Jar and I think it's so stunning. I think this one I can swatch. Can you even see it? This is what the shade looks like. Ignore the other two. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the smell, but I think this looks really nice. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Those were all the things that I got from Fenty Beauty, and those were all the things that I got in the last couple of months. So yeah, look forward to me using these in my upcoming videos, and also follow me on my Instagram, my new Instagram account. I will add it here. It's Priyanka Wycliffe. I do a lot more makeup content over there as opposed to my old account. My old account is now like my personal diary or something where I share random photos, and what was your favorite product in my haul. And if there's a product that you really love and I should consider checking it out, then do let me know in the comments. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you guys in another video pretty soon. Bye.